Welcome to According to AI. In this special episode, we will explore one of the most debated and concerning topics, the onset of the Third World War. Through analysis, hypothetical situations, and historical data, we will attempt to predict when and how this global conflict could unfold. Please note that the information presented here is based on speculation and should not be taken as an accurate prediction. Let's get started. To better understand the future, we must analyze the past. The two previous world wars left deep scars on humanity, but they also taught us valuable lessons. Since then, we have witnessed political, economic, and technological changes that have shaped the current world. International tensions, regional conflicts, and military advancements have created a potentially volatile scenario for the emergence of a new global conflict. Competition for natural resources, control of trade routes, and political rivalries have led to tensions among major world powers. The rise of new geopolitical actors and shifts in power balances have increased global uncertainty. However, although these tensions are concerning, they have not yet triggered a large-scale war. Since the end of the Second World War, nuclear weapons have maintained a delicate balance of terror among major powers. The possibility of mutually assured destruction has deterred countries from initiating total conflict. However, as more nations acquire nuclear weaponry, and as terrorist movements emerge, this balance becomes more fragile. While predicting the future is impossible, we can explore hypothetical scenarios based on current situations and historical precedents. These are just examples and should not be taken as absolute truth. The Middle East region has been a constant hotbed of conflicts and tensions. Rivalry between countries, economic and religious interests, and the presence of nuclear weapons can trigger a broader conflict. A serious military incident or a strategic miscalculation could lead to an uncontrollable escalation. Rivalries among major world powers such as the United States, Russia, and China are another critical point to consider. Economic, technological, and political competition can become a spark for a wider conflict. Border incidents, massive cyber attacks, or an uncontrolled trade war could destabilize the situation. Climate change, water scarcity, and other environmental issues could become triggers for future conflicts. As natural resources become scarcer, tensions increase. Competition for access to water sources, arable land, and energy could trigger regional conflicts that eventually spread globally. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the onset of a Third World War, some analysts have proposed possible dates based on current events and geopolitical trends. It is important to note that these dates are purely hypothetical and should be approached with caution. The future is unpredictable and subject to significant changes. Some experts suggest that the next 10 years will be crucial in avoiding a Third World War. During this period, tensions among major powers, regional crises, and global challenges may intensify. It is essential for world leaders to work on building alliances, promoting dialogue, and peacefully resolving conflicts to prevent the worst-case scenario. Other analysts see a greater possibility of conflict in the long term, within the next few decades. As natural resources become scarcer and climate change puts increasing pressure on societies, rivalries between nations could escalate. The technological race and the development of more advanced weapons can also create an environment conducive to conflict. It is important to note that the onset of the Third World War is not tied to a specific date. Geopolitical events, regional conflicts, and unforeseen factors can drastically alter the course of events. The future depends on the decisions and actions we take as a global society. As we explore different situations and scenarios, it is important to remember that the primary goal is to prevent a Third World War. Diplomacy, dialogue, and international cooperation are crucial to maintaining peace and global stability. According to AI, we do not have the ability to predict the future with certainty, but we can learn from history and take steps to avoid past mistakes. Let us remember that as human beings, we have the power to shape our destiny and build a better world. Ultimately, predicting when and how the Third World War will start remains an exercise in speculation. Our primary goal should be to work together to prevent it and promote peace and stability. As global citizens, we must advocate for dialogue, cooperation, and peaceful resolution of conflicts. Remember, the power of choice lies in our hands. Let us learn from the mistakes of the past and work collectively to build a future where the Third World War remains speculation and never becomes a reality. This concludes our episode of According to AI on the possible onset of the Third World War. We hope you found this exploration of scenarios interesting and useful. Remember to stay informed, keep dialogue open, and work together to build a peaceful future.